What's going on, people? Machiavelli Mills TV. Now look, y'all, it's time to have this conversation about y'all boy, y'all player partner, y'all dog, Antonio Brown, right? Now, Antonio Brown, he really didn't fell out of the news, the headlines lately, but he's back in the headlines now after he was on a podcast called Cigar Talk, right? And when he's on this Cigar Talk podcast, they ask him about Colin Kaepernick. And this is what he had to say about Cap. He stated, "Where's he at right now? Do you see him? I'm on the streets outside every day. I still put on a smile. I overcome it," right? And then he started talking about how Colin Kaepernick trash. He trash anyway, right? Then he talking about some he ain't even from the hood and I'm outside every day. Where he at? I'm outside every day I'm in the streets. Where he at? Like all that silly, bro. I promise y'all, when I heard this soundbite from Antonio Brown, all I could say is really the nerve, the unmitigated gall of Antonio Brown. This whole statement from Antonio Brown is absolutely laughable. This shit is comical, no lie. Because all I can think is, it ain't no way Antonio Brown is insinuating that Colin Kaepernick was running a clown show when Antonio Brown is a whole damn circus act. He's a whole fucking circus act, like nothing short of it. Talented football player, one of the most talented players I've ever seen on that field. But I'm talking about a whole damn circus act. Antonio has gotten so many damn chances to redeem himself in the National Football League. And he has chance after chance. He's had chance after chance to redeem himself, change the perception of him amongst NFL teams. And every time he get a damn opportunity, he squanders it. Every time he get an opportunity, he squanders it. He's gotten way more chances than Colin Kaepernick, and he's been a fucking headache. Everywhere he go, he a problem. His ass a nuisance. He crying and whining about some shit all the time. And at first, I tried to be on the brother's side and listen and hear him out, when certain stuff was going on. And when he said Big Ben Roethlisberger had a problem with accountability, I believe that, right? Then he goes he go to the Raiders, go to Oakland. He calling the owner the C word, saltine, calling him a saltine, right? He get over to New England. They telling him, hey, don't talk to the woman. Don't be in contact with the woman who's accusing you of sexual assault. Here he go, messaging her, talking crazy, belligerent. They like, bro, you gotta go. You gotta go. Tom Brady vouches for this man to come to Tampa Bay. He up in there, again, at first it was, my ankle hurt and all this and all he just wilding out, man. People sticking their neck out for dude. And he wilding out every single time. And he talking about Colin Kaepernick, bro. Like, just listen to this shit, though. This man said, where he at right now? Do you see him? I'm on the streets outside every day. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm on the streets outside every day? He sounded like a goddamn drill rapper talking to his ops. Like, fam, you too damn old to be talking like that, bro. He in the streets every day, so fucking what? Yeah, you outside? You know what I'm saying? You're visible? Because I guess maybe he trying to say he ain't visible. Colin Kaepernick ain't visible and he is. Yeah, you outside, but are you doing the same philanthropic work? The same philanthropic acts that Colin Kaepernick is doing? Hell fucking no. Not at all, right? He talking about Cap ain't from the hood and all this and all of that. Well, he should be ashamed of himself. I'm talking about Antonio Brown. If Cap ain't from the hood, he should be ashamed of himself because somebody outside the hood has done more for black folks and more for people of color from the hood than his hood has, right? Because AB from Liberty City, and he ain't made the same impact within marginalized communities that Colin Kaepernick has. And it's not even close. It's not even close. AB from Liberty City ain't had the same type of contributions at all. Dude's main concern is putting up, he's a great football player, but other than that, this is a damn clown show. Talking about all on social media. No white women. Fam, you chose that woman. You chose to impregnate that woman several times over. No white women. This is, it's just white woman trying to keep me down. Then next minute he right back hugged up with her. All that silly ass shit, bro. Like a kid. What the fuck is you doing? Like, and again, it's so funny though, because I remember all the antics that was going on when Shannon Sharp was calling him out for these things. It was so many Antonio Brown fans talking about some Shannon, you bogus, you wrong for calling out another black man. You trying to put down another black man. You putting down another black man. Why you kicking AB while he down? Why you putting down AB? He's a prolific player. AB got a point, man. All these people was championing Antonio Brown's cause and all that shit, right? And talking about Shannon Sharpe putting down another black man. Well, guess what? Guess what Antonio Brown is doing? Guess what the fuck he doing? Putting down another black man when that man ain't said nothing about you. That man ain't spoke your name in any ill manner at all. And here you go. What the hell? He ain't did nothing to you. See, AB, his ass he's using shock value in any way possible to stay relevant. And Colin he sent Colin a straight bullet to stay relevant, fam. Cause quiet as kept, that shit he got going on with Kanye and Floyd Mayweather, that shit ain't keeping him relevant and ain't keeping him hot. It was cool for the minute because AB was the hot topic because he had just left Tampa Bay or whatever. But it ain't keeping him in the limelight like he want to be. Ain't nobody concerned about him, and he trying to be relevant in any way possible because he has been out of the news cycle for a while until this, right? Antonio Brown behaves like a goddamn teenager, not a grown man who was about business, right? He don't believe shit stink like old folks say. He don't think shit stink. You know what I'm saying? And then when he get knee deep in shit, then he trying to weasel his way out of it in some type of way, right? Antonio, man, like I promise y'all, and I remember the previous video I made when he left the field the way he did, and I get it. I said Bruce Arians shouldn't have been cussing and all that. I don't play that shit, but the whole antics, throwing off his jersey, jumping around, doing jumping jacks and all of that. I'm like, fam, what is he doing, bro? We're like, what are you? And I said, either something is wrong with Antonio Brown, or he's just really not that good of a person. And I said, it may be one or the other, it may be the latter. Antonio Brown, like he's a flawed individual all around. And we all have flaws as human beings. But Antonio, fam, like his whole motivation is popularity and being like relevant in social media world and all of that, right? As great as a football player he is, because I said it was one receiver that I felt like could possibly rival the numbers of Jerry Rice. When AB was in Pittsburgh, I for damn sure thought it was possible because he was putting up 1,500 yards at minimum down. Like he was going crazy. This shit, he was phenomenal. He was a dog. He was dominating without question. Best receiver in the league. And his numbers were so astronomical. I said, man, he could possibly try to rival Jerry Rice's numbers if he stays healthy. But it ain't even been health that's been knocking AB out the game. It's his own damn self, right? He don't think anybody should tell him. He don't think nobody should tell him nothing or correct him in any type of way. And that's the wrong damn person that people should be following. He don't think nobody can correct him in no type of way. Again, he's trying to be a rapper, all that shit. It ain't been keeping him relevant. And so what's his next move? Let me talk about Colin Kaepernick. Let me say some stuff about, and they asked him about Colin Kaepernick. Excuse me, they asked him about Colin Kaepernick, to be fair. But he throwing Colin Kaepernick all under the bus and all of that. What, you trying to get some brownie points from the good old boys in the NFL that don't fuck with Colin Kaepernick in the first place? I don't know. What, you trying to get a pat on the back or rub on the head to get on the team? That's the shit you got to resort to now? I don't know. Because you just, worked your way out of a lot of favors in the NFL. And believe it or not, AB's still a very good player. So he's still probably going to get another shot. But it's like, fam, what are you doing? It's so crazy. So these receivers be calling out Colin Kaepernick and shit when they trying to get another chance in the league. They start calling out Colin Kaepernick the same way Dez Bryant, like when he did that whole shit he did on that podcast with I Am Athlete podcast. I ain't respect that at all. Because when Cap was standing strong, standing 10 toes down within the protest, Dez, I ain't protesting, I ain't here. And then talking about, where's Colin Kaepernick at? People lost jobs. Bro, don't talk that shit now because you didn't want to stand with him when the smoke was still hot. I mean, not hot. When the smoke was still strong, you didn't want to stand with him. So don't come talking all that. Where he at now? All that, bro. For real, get out of here. Right? And Antonio he knows he's become relevant at this moment. And he wants to stay in the spotlight as best as possible. So he bringing up Colin Kaepernick. Oh, he took the money. He don't mean nothing. He took the money and all that. Fam, so fucking what? And I'm thinking like, he talking about he accepted money from Nike and all that, bringing all that up. Why you in that man's pockets, fam? Why you in his pockets? You want what he got? You mad he getting some money from Nike? You want that check? You want some bags? You know what I'm saying? You want some of that bags that you didn't messed up by, acting a damn fool everywhere you go? You didn't mess up your bags, so you want the bags he got? Or you want the same reverence that Colin Kaepernick has within the community? Do you want that same upliftment and all of that? And you was getting a lot of coverage. like coverage. Like, now when I say coverage, not media coverage, but a lot of black folks in the hood was covering you when you were acting a damn fool every single way you went and all of that. And at first I was trying to, but then I saw through the shit clear as day, right? And I wasn't one of the people that was in lockstep with you, but I try to empathize on certain things. But there's a lot of stuff you were just doing that was just wild, and it was the wrong way to handle certain situations. And you were just going about it all crazy. But, you know what I mean? But black folks still was trying to cover for you, right? But is you mad you don't get the same type of reverence in the black community and with like Colin Kaepernick get? I don't know what the fuck. Like, or you want the paper he getting because you messed up your opportunity in the league? I don't know, man. It's just weird, man. And again, it's ironic he's calling Cap trash. And, you know, he calling him out and all that. And then to come to think about it, it might have something to do with this. Because I remember when his ass tried to weasel his way into Colin Kaepernick had a November 2019 throwing session, right? And I remember AB was out of the league at this point. He had messed up his situation in Oakland. He was on social media vying and campaigning to be a receiver for Colin Kaepernick during that session in order to get himself back in the league. He vying and campaigning on social media to Colin Kaepernick about how he want to be a receiver for him and all of that because Antonio Brown really wanted that look. He wanted to get back in the league, and so now he wanted to make it seem like he's standing with Cap. It's really about you trying to get another shot in the league, and you know all cameras are going to be there. If Colin Kaepernick had a throwing session, they were going to be at wherever he was, and you wanted to be a part of that to get seen yourself, right? And then when Cap didn't respond, when Colin Kaepernick didn't respond to all Antonio Brown's social media vying and all of that, now AB pissed at him. I think that's probably what it is. AB pissed at that man. Now he calling Cap out because Colin Kaepernick probably didn't respond to him vying for trying to vie and campaign to be a receiver for Colin Kaepernick. Doing his throwing session, and because AB really just wanted to get back in the league after he was acting a fool. But I don't know, it puzzles me, man. This dude Antonio Brown, like I'm like, look at this shit he's saying. Like what? Or what he had and all of that. Fam, he doing a whole lot of community works. Shit that you ain't doing, that you need to be doing in Liberty, not even just in Liberty City, but a lot of different hoods and places where you played at, right? You calling him out and all this and all that, fam, cut it off. He ain't, I'm in the streets, all that. He got a mind of a fucking teenager. To be as amazing as a football player he is, he think like a fucking child a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't, it ain't just because he calling out Colin Kaepernick. I done already pointed out a lot of the stuff that he did that was just like, fam, cut it out. Cut it out, bro. Like, with him and Shannon Sharp, he getting mad because Shannon is holding him accountable for a lot of the BS that he pulling. He getting mad at it and calling out Shannon Sharp and all that. Like, nah, bro. Fam, I'm telling the truth about you, bro. You need to grow up, bro. You need to grow up, fam. Like, I got little cousins that's more mature than Antonio Brown. I got little cousins that are 16 and 17, more mature than that grown-ass man. Like, it's making millions. It don't make no sense, man. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense, man. And again, for him to be out here insinuate, he ain't even from the hood. What do they got to do with anything, bro? Okay, he should be applauded even more, and people should be looking at you funny. Because he ain't even from the hood, which he's not. Colin Kaepernick isn't. But he helping, doing things within the community. Doing things to get back to little black kids and black children as far as like school things are concerned and so on and so forth and all that. I don't know, man. It's just, he trying to act insinuating Colin Kaepernick running a clown show, bro. You got the clown, you got the circus with you everywhere you go. It's always some mess and all type of crazy stuff. You a grown man, don't want to pay for people for the services they've rendered to you. You don't want to pay nobody. You're not moving responsibly. That's not a responsible adult. You try to weasel your way, try to figure out how not to pay folks for services they've rendered to you. You keep having them type of problems, all type of like, just a lot of kid stuff. So when I was so mad when he's on these podcasts and a lot of them not holding him accountable, I'm not saying attack the man because he's a guest. You can't attack him and just go off like I'm going off. But it's just like some of them, I remember he was sitting on I Am Athlete and Brandon Marshall talking to him, trying to make certain points. And I mean, Nick Young is just so fanned out because Nick Young is another grown-ass kid to me, in my opinion. So he grown as hell, but like a little boy, a little kid. He's just so amazed at what Antonio Brown is persona and all this and all of that. He just think everything Antonio Brown doing is okay. Like it's all cool and he understand it and shit, I would have probably did that too and shit. I like all that. He just just going with it, whatever that man's saying, being a yes man for Antonio Brown the whole way. And I'm like, man, Nick Young acting like a little ass kid. He better gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? But again, man, I don't know, man. Like Antonio Brown, fam, like this shit coming from him. Like, bro, nobody trying to hear that, bro. You have no credibility at this point, man. All your credibility has been exhausted from all the other stuff you was doing. From, you know, everywhere you go, you doing all type of wild ass shit, and then trying to make it seem like you just this evil genius. Him and Kanye got a lot in common for real. Kanye do that too. Do some off the wall shit and then try to make everybody think he a genius. And because Kanye is so talented, everybody ride with it. The same way everybody ride with it. If AB Antonio Brown, he's so talented, he can do some off the wall shit and then try to make everybody think he just did such a genius. He planned this out and all of that. And folks in the hood and the communities that got common sense is riding with it because he's just so talented. And it's crazy because talent kills everything. But I'm telling y'all, man, Antonio, his ass wild. Like this shit, bro, what? Like, come on, count that man by, oh, he took the money and all that, bro. Yeah, I bet you would take some goddamn money too, right? Especially if I'm in a league where I have a small window to maximize off of the supreme talent that I have. Like this league, the NFL, because everybody be like, why you want to play in the NFL or whatever? Because this is the league that can pay me the most money off of this special talent that I have. During, you know, in football, there's a small window to capitalize off of that special talent that you have that nobody else, hardly anybody else in the world has. I'm gonna go to the league that pay me that most money, but I ain't gonna leave. Hell no. I'm just gonna make you, you know, do the right thing. I'll make you treat me right, but I still want that paper because I'm good enough to be getting some money and collecting checks. I ain't saying Colin Kaepernick gonna be the, you know, the best quarterback in the league or even the starter, but I deserve to be playing this league without question because I have that type of talent. So I want to be in this league where I can get the most money, the most financial gain, you know what I'm saying, to be able to keep my family prosperous because I've earned that with my ability. Because if you can't tell me, especially over these years, have some bum-ass dudes playing quarterback in the league going around. I'm like, I know Colin Kaepernick can play better than them dudes. So yeah, he want to play in the NFL, you know what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, that's the league that can pay him the most money. He's just saying, hey, nah, treat me right. Don't try to get me up out of here for me using my voice and my platform to speak about the things that are ailing my people, ailing my communities, police brutality that's resulted in deaths of unarmed African-American people, right? So I say all that to say, you know what? Yeah, he talking about what he doing, he out here and all that. Nah, man. Cap out here. Cap putting in work. Cap didn't put his money where his mouth is when it comes to these foundations, these organizations. So cut the bullshit, bro. Cut the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep your name relevant by mentioning Colin Kaepernick's name and all that and coming at him crazy. Because ain't nobody been talking about Antonio Brown for a while and you know that. So you know, oh, maybe I can get the attention of an owner or whatever if I say some shit about Cap, or I can be back in the news cycle because that's what you care about, Antonio. Despite you being one hell of a, he's already a Hall of Fame receiver. Really, he's really already a Hall of Fame receiver for sure. And he just be adding on top of that. But it's just like, man, bro, his ass is just trying to insinuate Colin Kaepernick. Oh, he brought this on himself. So what he say? Hold on, I'm gonna go look at the comment again. I overcome it. What he say? I still put on. What he say? Damn, he had something as far as like, you know, in so many words. Like, oh, basically, he said Colin Kaepernick created all the commotion and all this and all that. Oh, so you talking about somebody creating some commotion? You wanting to talk, because that shit that you create is a goddamn firestorm. And it's too damn much, bro. You too grown to be doing all that bullshit. I don't see how a grown man with children can be acting. Well, I can't say I can't see it because I've seen it in the hood a lot of times. But all the stuff you in there talking about your children's mama, no white women, all that goof ass shit to be right up, hugged up with her a whole month later. Like, bro, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? That's how I let me know he's a big ass kid. In general, man. A talented football player, just a big ass kid, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this this video in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out. Peace.